This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie for your Tuesday podcast. Tackle it Tuesday. You know what we're tackling today? The Barbie movie, because Kate thinks that if you're in a relationship with a guy, this could determine if the future of that relationship will last just by their reaction to the Barbie movie.
Hang on a second. I feel as though you're putting words into my mouth. I don't think that. I have heard that it could be a good little, feeling your way, perhaps within an old relationship or maybe a new one. Go on a hot date to Barbie. Take some notes on how the fella or whoever it is that you happen to have taken to the film reacts to it.
Is it a test, is it? Is it like a 2.5 hour test?
Well, it could be a test.
Relationship challenge.
So if it is a test, I'd rather not talk about it because I don't want to give anyone out there a
Kate,
heads up.
have you ever been in a full motion picture, like in a full movie? Have you been in a...
No.
As a role?
No. Oh, no. I did a voiceover for...
I was in the Ed Cavalier movie that he...
Oh, so you weren't really interested in what I've done at all.
Tell us about your film.
Good segue to your film career.
What was yours, sorry?
No, that's okay. You go.
There was a Border Security, I think it was called. I don't even know if you can get it anymore.
Really?
No, yeah, there was a movie. Ed
I
Cavalier
thought you
put
were
it together.
talking about the
Schilt
the
was
show.
in it. No,
Oh.
Pete Hellier was in it. Was it Border Town?
Can't remember.
No,
Was it any good?
National Border Security.
Must have been. We can't remember the
I don't think you
name.
can get it anymore. Yeah, I can't remember it.
Anyway.
And I was a hothead on steroids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I got really angry at someone, and I had to yell.
Kate, if you
and then
were...
I had to break a glass over my head.
Was it a stunt glove?
The stunt glass.
How amazing.
And I loved it.
Border Protection Squad.
Border Protection Squad. That was it.
If Kate Ritchie was in a film, which film would you like to be in and what role would you play?
Good call.
I'd like to play anything that Kate Winslet has been in, but not Titanic.
Do you know?
I'd like to be in a long-running drama
long-running
like
drama.
Mayor of Easttown or something.
Do you know what you would be
Ted
perfect
Lasso.
role for?
Oh, I want to be in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Do you know what do you remember Animal Kingdom, Australian movie?
Oh, the mum.
Jackie Weaver. You would be.
Quite good. What do you mean, scary?
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right, darling.
It's okay,
It's all right.
darling.
Come over here.
It's okay.
Everything's going to be all right.
Mum's got this.
Mum's got, yes.
The matriarch.
She was so good in that, wasn't she?
Brilliant. Anyway, Kate as Jackie Weaver in the podcast.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Never heard of this show, and it freaks me out. Naked and Afraid. It's basically Survivor in the nude, isn't it, really? It is.
What will they think of next? It's going back to basics, mate. That's what I like about this show. I've seen this show before.
God, this one's called Naked and Afraid Castaways. So they're basically dropped on an island, completely nude, and they have to fend for themselves.
No, you're initially thinking this is a documentary about Tom on his wedding night.
Very good.
But it's
Very
not.
good.
You're right. They're on an island and they have nothing because it's going back to the basics, like the first Olympics. Everyone did the marathon in the nude.
So it's 3 weeks you have to survive in the middle of the Pacific Ocean while naked. Okay, so now you've got to find shelter. You've got to... It's crazy, man. You've got to find food as well. Now, I'm trying to think what else... If you're naked, what about the mozzie bites and stuff?
It'd be horrible, wouldn't it? You'd be trying to cover up somehow. But that's why we have all these parts to our body that are considered irrelevant these days and unnecessary. So pubic hair is there for a reason, so that when you were without clothes on, walking through a field in long grass, that your genitals were protected. This is why we have these things.
So the contestants... The contestants, obviously there's medical help if they need it. But, they've been getting bitten by ants, cockroaches in ears trying to sleep. This is crazy.
Oh, I'd hate that.
This is another one. Have a listen to this one from a contestant.
I woke up this morning with 5 ticks on my little castaway.
A tick.
And then another contestant goes, "Oh, did you really?" Have a listen to this.
I just have them in between my legs. Luckily, they didn't take the prime real estate.
So he's got them in between his legs. These are ticks that embed themselves into your body.
Mate, they can kill you.
They can kill you. Or no, is that dogs?
No, well, they kill a dog easily, but they can kill a human. You go numb. You lose your hearing. You go stiff. You can't move.
And then it gets worse, okay? So that's... well, no.
If you've got 5 of them on there,
that's
I'll
5.
tell you what, you're looking excited to be part of the show.
They're quite painful to get out. Have a listen to this poor bloke. He had it in another part of his body.
I have more than one tick in my butt.
They had to take it out.
He said tick, didn't he?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Why would you go on this show? This is crazy.
Do ticks dig in like, do they have little claws?
Mate,
do
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Because often if they're the size, a mate of mine got done, and that's why I know a little bit about it, but he had like one tick that was probably the size of 4 match heads, and he got one on his neck, and it got him on the neck, and very quickly he ended up lying down and was partly paralysed till he got to the hospital, and they were able to help him out.
This is a stupid show. But it would be a great challenge for like a Big Brother or Survivor, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, Tommy.
The tick challenge.
Do we have any? I'm not sure what show it's on. What's the streaming platform? Do they want to spend some money here and we'll do it? We could go on Cockatoo Island, Fitz.
Yeah.
Completely nude.
It's not bad.
Fort Denison. Drive past in your boat and wave at the radio show. Completely.
I've got
nude.
a tick. Save me. For great deals and cheeky getaways, whatif.com has just the place.
A winter hideaway is great, but bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, apartments, holiday rentals and more.
What if? It's Aussie for travel.
I have a little bit of entertainment news for
okay.
you this morning. On a sad note, just to start with, this news has been floating around this morning. Sandra Bullock's longtime partner, his name is Bryan Randall, and he has passed away. He's only 57 years of age from something called ALS, which is motor neurone
Ice
disease.
Bucket Challenge.
Yeah.
That's what that was in
It
support
is
of.
too. That's right.
Yeah, I think
That's sad news, isn't it?
it's very sad. He's kept it very quiet. I think they all have. And I think they met. He photographed her son's 5th birthday party or something. She employed him as the
really?
photographer, and that's how they originally
very
met. So
sad.
that is
Beautiful
very
story.
sad news for her. Barbie continues
here
to
we
go
go.
from
Okay.
strength to strength.
Can you tell me why you suggested that you should see this with your partner?
Oh, there's
And
a
not
lot
alone.
of there is a lot of chat going around that when you're sitting next to your partner and you're watching a film like Barbie, people have come out saying it reveals a lot about your boyfriend or your husband, how they react to the film and how they pass judgment on it.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah.
So, fellas, just be ready
It's
for
a
that
test.
one.
Yeah, make
so-
sure you've got a few positive lines.
So what do you mean, Kate, if they say that it's a bit boring or it's a
Maybe
bit
I don't know.
cheesy or-
Maybe it's boring. Maybe I'm not sure what the major themes
Right.
of the film are. I would imagine, and I hope so. It's about Barbie going from strength to strength. She can be anyone. She's
Yeah.
not just Barbie. She's a doctor.
Right.
She's a beekeeper. She's a racing car driver.
But if they say, I think we should watch another Margot Robbie film really quickly.
Beg your pardon?
If they say, I want to watch another Margot Robbie film really quickly,
Yeah.
is that an issue?
I think that's fine. I mean,
good.
Margot Robbie is
Yep.
appealing on so many levels, but I think maybe it could cause division in a relationship.
Okay.
How men speak about women.
Interesting.
I haven't seen the film.
Interesting.
The other one as well, fellas, take your partner to Oppenheimer and see how they react to that one.
Oh, look at that!
If they
A
say
bit
it-
of battle of the sexes.
If they say it's too long, I would move out of that relationship very quickly.
Kick him to the curb. Just
Yep.
quickly, Barbie and Ken as baby names have skyrocketed.
Oh, you're kidding
No, searches on, babynames.com or something like that. In the US, I think Barbie's up 300%. Ken is up 200%. Do you know what Barbie even means?
Barbara.
Is it Barbara?
Stranger. It's short for Barbara, I guess,
yes.
but it means stranger. And Ken obviously means
Kenneth?
handsome.
Handsome, does it?
It does.
132410 if you know a handsome Ken. Is it Kenneth? Or
Yeah.
you just Ken?
Yeah,
It is
or
Kenneth.
Kennard.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
I know, it's
Makes the
Kennard.
job easy.
Makes the job easy.
Kennard.
They-
I went out with a Kennard. I just hired him for a couple of weeks.
High water, high pressure hose. He was awesome.
Ryan Reynolds, let's have a quick chat about him. I was confused when we first spoke about the fact that he had invested in something called Wrexham, and
Yeah,
I
the
thought
footy
that's
team.
what he did to the company. But it is an FC in the UK.
Yep.
And it turns out he spent plenty of money on this football club. Hugh Jackman was at one of the games the other day.
Oh, gosh, how's the power there?
I know.
How's the people power? For your little club, Wrexham. Scottish club?
English.
Is it Welsh?
No, it's Welsh.
Oh, it is.
Welsh, is it?
Yeah.
I think it might be Welsh. Anyway, from the city or the town of Wrexham, there's a band called the Declan Swans.
Okay.
They wrote a song that I kind of paid homage to Bryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Got his attention. He and a friend of his or his investing partner, they've flown the Declan Swans to the US, trying to get them out and out and about, and now investing in the band, hoping that something great might happen to them. Let's just have a listen to what he's investing in. I think you call it folk indie.
I like it.
Less than a mile from the center of town.
And I said
it's no Flow
John,
Rider, is it?
pick up your guitar, we've got some more songs to record. Ringo said, I'll grab the sticks and see if we could get a track down.
Another Welsh.
I know, but it sounds like the
Can
Beatles.
you do
They sound...
No, Rob Brydon. Can you do a Rob Brydon? That's Welsh.
It was at that moment I turned around and I saw his face. I immediately knew.
That's all from me, Fitz.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Have we got some royalty in Sydney at the moment? And you know what? Do you know what? I would love to open this up, 13 24 10. If you know someone with a very regal name.
Can I...
Okay, so not real royalty?
No, because at the moment we got Princess Mary's nephew in town, Count Nikolai of Montpezat.
He is in the paper today.
Is that for real?
He's a good-looking rooster.
Let me have
Kate
a look.
Ritchie, here he is, page 5 of the paper.
Kate, there he is. Kate, there he is there.
Here we go.
He's gorgeous.
He's wandering the streets. He's in town having a coffee.
Well, Tommy and I were just saying, I wonder if he was out at Accor Stadium last night with the Matildas.
Well, you know what? Princess Mary, did you see her social post?
Oh, who was she barracking for?
Denmark.
Of course, she has to.
She has to, but I would have at least. She had the flags on each cheek. Now, you had an option, Princess Mary, to do one Denmark flag and one Aussie flag, and you chose not to. That's a small warning to Nikolai and Mary.
Everybody knows that her heart remains here. But
she has to have a front, doesn't she?
She knows which side her bread is buttered on.
Well said.
Can we focus on Count Nikolai of Montpezat?
How does he introduce himself?
Okay, so this is the thing, I don't know, and he also has a girlfriend. So I'm sorry, he's not single, but his Danish girlfriend's name is Benedict Thaustrup. That's a very regal name as well. Do you know someone with a regal name? 13 24 10. You'd have a few up your sleeve, wouldn't you? As you're thinking of the people that you went to school with. Can I give you a couple more?
Benedict is a male name.
Benedict.
Yeah.
No, Benedict Thaustrup is his Danish girlfriend.
Maybe is that the surname or is that her first name?
Maybe does he have a boyfriend?
No, that's the girlfriend in the paper.
No,
I think.
his glamorous Danish girlfriend, Benedict Thaustrup.
Benedict, what's the actor's name? Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
No, what's his name?
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, what about the Pope?
Well, how's this? Jesse works on the show, found me this one. Ralph Fiennes, you know, the actor, who played Lord Voldemort. Is that correct? In Harry Potter? Yes. He's got a nephew whose name, I'm not joking. His nephew's name is Hero Beauregard Faulkner Fiennes Tiffin. Hero Beauregard.
Do you know what I think when I hear names like that? Is there are only so many squares when you fill out your re-entry card,
arrival?
your departure and arrival card at the airport. Aren't you? I can't even get Catherine Lee Ritchie on mine, let alone Benedict.
Come on, give us a couple, Whip. Who have you got?
I'll give you your favourite.
Yeah.
I think you may have met him, George Champion de Crepney.
No way, Champion? Is that for real?
His middle name was Champion?
No, it's just Champion de Crepney.
Is Champion a surname?
I think they go together, yeah, it's a surname.
Because you can't champion anyone else, can you? How
Hello,
you going, champion?
Hey, Champ de Crepney, how are you, mate?
What do you call him? When you have a
George.
name like that? Oh, George.
Yeah, I go with his first name.
De Crapney? Did you used to drop that back in the day? Nah.
Spelt strange too. It's like discrepancy.
Oh, is it? Any others?
Destin Pigney. Ted School has got some phenomenal names. Do you know what? Ted School, and I'm not going to say where he goes to school, but it's a nice school. It's a private school. The names that are there are just... We sit around the table at night, and Lisa and I are wetting ourselves.
You don't laugh at other children in front of your children,
Is there a Bartholomew?
There's be a Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Absolutely there would be. But we saw two of them walking home with another guy last night, and I said, I don't think that's so-and-so's dad, is it? And he went, no, that's their chef. What? That's their Chinese chef. What
just
do they
for
have?
Chinese food?
Do they have a French one on French Day or Bastille Day?
That's Wednesdays.
If you could have any kind of chef, which kind of chef would you have?
I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Hazel's giving us a call from Currajong. Hazel, have you got a regal name?
Well, I did. My married name was Royal, but my youngest daughter still has that surname, so the surname of Royal.
Oh,
Hazel Royal.
That's as royal as you can get.
Did you cop it at school, Hazel, at all, with the royal name?
Well, it was my married name, so no, I didn't cop it at school, but my girls probably did a little bit because obviously they grew up with that surname, so yeah.
How good is that? Thank you, Hayes. I went to school with a Fraser Montgomery.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, Fraser's a good man.
They were talking about, the three guys that got booted out of the Lord's Test, that were having a go at the Australian cricketers.
Who were they?
Well, apparently they were Bartholomew Frinton Smythe, Humphrey Wigbert Porter and Quinton Breckenridge. Jackie's on the line. Who do you know with a regal name, Jack?
Well, that would be me.
Yeah, what's your name?
What's your name, Jack?
I was christened Jacqueline Martha Jane Murdoch.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
You like that?
Any relation to the Murdochs at all, Jackie?
Oh, God, you know what? I so wish so, but no, unfortunately.
Go again, Jacqueline. Say it again.
Jacqueline Martha Jane Murdoch.
Master.
Martha.
I thought you said master.
After my great-grandmother.
That's extraordinary.
That's a beautiful name.
My grandfather's name was Walter Sylvester Francis Butler.
See, that's a great name too. Can I ask a quick question about double barrel names? Because I don't know enough people with them. If you're from a family and you already have a double barrel name, so you have mum and dad's name, for example, Richie Whitfley or something,
very professional.
and then you go to marry an Ivy Fitzgerald.
Oh, gotcha. Do you have four?
Oh, do you load
What
them?
do you do?
Do you hyphenate the? Do you
couldn't.
Do you group them all up?
Whose name do you end up with?
Or is it like a fraction and it cancels itself out?
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Hey, this is interesting. I didn't realise. You know when you have a look at a vending machine, quite often there's another vending machine side by side. You won't be just the one vending machine alone. In fact, sometimes you'll see 3 or 4 of them.
Oh,
you
it's
can
like
have
a little
whole
family
row
of vending machines.
Vendo el Vendos.
Been seeing you venture over to the old Vendy here at work. What have you been purchasing with your little credit card there?
Little tap and go on the Vendo. I am pretty heavy on the up and go.
Which flavour?
When does that kick in?
I have the first bit. Okay, Richie. Come on, mate.
I see you drinking it, but it doesn't seem to be working.
When's the second part happen?
Thinking it, you're not doing it.
So much unpredictable fun on
my
this
God.
show.
It is loose in here this morning. Do you know what I didn't realise? When a vending machine is side by side, it's a marketing strategy. So if you've got competing products side by side, have a listen to this.
This marketing technique manipulates you every day. Imagine a Coke machine in your business, assuming it sells 100 cans a day. Now, if we put a Pepsi machine right next to it, how many cans do you think each machine will sell? Now you'll probably see 50 to 50 or 60 to 40. Well, no. Chances are it's going to be 200 cans each. But why? Because when there is only one machine, the question you ask yourself is, am I going to drink a Coke or not? But when there are two machines, the question becomes, do I want a Coke or Pepsi? It's counterintuitive, but having competing stores next to each other can sometimes increase sales of each.
Didn't know that.
Is that for real?
Yeah, so you're removing the question of, do I feel like a drink, no matter what it is, to which drink would you choose? Which drink would you like?
So it's more of a guaranteed sale.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, you're not wondering whether you want to drink, you're making a decision on which drink you'd like.
And you feel as though you have choice.
Yes, and that steers you towards the vending machine.
Does it work for all? Because remember I did, this was about 6 months ago, but I told you about... Well, there was a barber shop that opened up next to a barber shop on Darling Street in Balmain. And I thought, is that a dog act? Like, there's a barber shop that's been there for a while.
You know what?
And a guy opens up right next door to him, and he's a barber shop. Yeah. And I was like... But does that... Is this...
I don't know if that would
marketing work.
I think it would work better in fast consumables, right? So it's like a cafe also, because it's high turnover. Yeah. If a cafe opens in one area and then in the same area another cafe opens, well, I think that's fine because you're drawing people to the area.
Right.
So people are going to go to that cafe and they're going to go, oh, this one's full. Oh, good news, I can go to that one. So you're kind of helping out like that, but you're supplying then to the mass that are turning up. If you've got a situation like the vending machine, and it's different to, say, a service station where you might pull in and, for one, you're not going there for a drink necessarily.
No, you're going
there
for
other
petrol,
things, right? But then you go in there and there's so much on offer.
Yes.
That then changes things altogether.
You have to buy the snakes at the cash register.
Yeah, you do. You've got to buy the snakes, you've got your mints, get your 2-for-1 chockies, whatever that might be.
There's a guy in Adelaide who bought petrol stations, and he basically then put franchises in the petrol station. So he would have Subways, he would have bakeries, so your fresh bread, and he just said to all that, he'd have Smoke Mart, he'd have them all there, Kate, and you're basically walking into a mini shopping centre.
Because you don't make any money from fuel.
You are then thinking to yourself, oh, God, that bread smells really fresh. I might as well grab one of those and grab myself a footlong for lunch while I'm there.
It's clever, isn't it? So you're really asking the question, which drink do I feel like today? Will I have Pepsi or will I have Coke? So it's smart, like when you see Coke, how they own Mount Franklin. Because you go, all right, that's the other side of the coin. I've got water and then we've got a soft drink. So if I can own both, well, doesn't really matter which way.
Wow.
Where do you want to spend your money? You're
really
on board with me.
It's really educational.
Do you feel like you got something out of that image?
I mean, the key word in that video is sometimes increases sales. The other part is sometimes they just cannibalise each other and they both go bust.
Sometimes Matt DeGroot should know whether to talk or not.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Aiden's giving us a call from Mount Druitt. Good morning, Aids.
Morning, bro.
How you doing, mate? What's happening? What's happening in your life?
Oh, nothing much, eh?
What? So did you watch
the work?
Yeah, driving to work. What do you do for work, Aiden?
I do pipeline.
Oh, pipes.
Stormwater drains and all that.
Oh, jeez, big stuff, Aiden.
So are you digging the holes, Aiden, or do you get someone else to do that?
Oh, no, the machine digs them. I just put the pipes in the ground.
Well done, mate.
Good on you, mate. Have you stopped off for a can of Red Bull and a pie yet?
Yeah, already got me Red Bull, me pie.
Hey, where did you watch the Matildas last night, Aiden?
Oh, just at home, nothing special.
Mate, it was awesome, wasn't it? What did you think?
Oh, that first goal that Ford got was good, eh?
Wild.
Mate, and Mary Fowler's a pass to her, just to put it out in front, and then I love how the ball just slows down and you can see her getting closer to the ball, and you go, that is just a perfectly weighted kick.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Were you screaming at home, Aiden?
Yeah, always. I love the fucking soccer.
Oh, well done. Come on. Well done, Aiden. Thank you very much for your call, mate. Barsh has given us a call from Sydney. Hi, Barsh.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah,
good, Barsha.
Good. Oh, oh my gosh, is this Alex Chidiak's mum?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. So your daughter played last night. Where were you, Barsha?
Well, we were in the stands and enjoying the game, absolutely.
Barsha, this must be such a thrill for you. I mean, it's every kid's dream to play in a comp like this at the top level. How was she going into the tournament?
Look, nervous, obviously, because, leading up, you just don't know whether you're going to get selected or not. But, getting into the team and participating and first World Cup, absolutely amazing. So we couldn't be prouder.
Barsha, what was the sound like when Caitlin Ford kicked that first goal last night?
Oh, electric, thundering, just amazing. It's the stadium, the crowd, the support, just yellow and green everywhere. It was absolutely beautiful.
Barsha, you know what's been interesting? These tickets, and yes, last night was sold out, prior to the game, a long way prior to the game. How's it been with you and your family and friends being able to work out who you can take and how many tickets you've got?
Oh, look, it's always a little bit tough, but I have to say Football Australia has been fantastic, and you do get to, get allocated tickets, right, and then an opportunity of planning as best as you can. It's been really fantastically organised.
Did you get to go down to the change rooms afterward, Barsha? Did you see the girls?
No, what they've done is after the game they allowed the family and friends to stay back, and we had an opportunity to catch up with Alex, and all of the families did with their respective girls. So it was really, really lovely, and we didn't get back until I think after midnight. So
Barsha, is there one person within the team? Is there one player within the team who always says, "Hey, barbecue at my place"? Do you ever host the entire team in the backyard?
No, because we're from all over Australia.
Yeah,
so,
of
that
course.
just doesn't work. But in the respective states, I'm sure that happens. All of the South Australian girls are tight. The Brisbane girls, the Sydney girls, and the Melbourne girls, and so on. Yeah.
Barsha, the enjoyment that I get from watching my boys play footy, I can't even imagine what you go through and the range of emotions that you have when you watch your daughter out there.
Look, it's you're just constantly hoping and wishing that the team plays well. It really is all about the team. So it's just at this level, you know that they're representing their country, and you just hope that they can basically get the win.
Oh, love that, Barsha. Well done. Can you please pass on our congratulations and our best wishes as well for the rest of the tournament to the girls, Barsha?
Oh, look, absolutely. And, I've got every confidence that they're going to take it all the way. It's just been brilliant.
Well
Love
done.
that.
Well done.
Go Aussie,
Thank
go.
you so much for your call. Isabella in Cronulla, our last call. What did you want to talk about, Isabella?
Hello, good morning. How are you guys?
We're good, Isabella. It says here you want to impress Kate Ritchie for her Impreza. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Oh, my God. Why do you deserve the car and everything in the car?
I'm a dance teacher, so look, I can teach Kate all the right moves. Does her daughter dance as well?
Yeah, I think
May
does a bit of. She does a bit of dancing as well. Yes, Isabella.
Beautiful.
Because Isabella, I don't know if you know, Kate Ritchie, and hopefully she's not listening, terrible dancer. Cannot dance. Limbs don't work together. No timing, no rhythm.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
She can act.
Well, yeah, she's a good actress, but that's different to dancing.
You're going to teach her, eh?
Absolutely, that's what I'm here for. I'll teach her all the best moves.
Well, we can't make that decision to put you through. Kate has to do that. But what I can do, Isabella, I can give you. Why don't I give you a Dutch oven by Ironclad Pan Company?
She's just after a car.
No, valued at $480. It's a physical pan.
You want a Dutchie?
It's a Dutch oven. It's all yours, Isabella. 2 minutes.
Thank you.
You just got to stay down there for 2 minutes. Handmade to be handed down. All Ironclad cookware comes with a 3-generation guarantee. Head to ironcladpan.com.au for your old Dutch.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie.
Hey, that's a secret. Podcast password.
If you want to get your hands on stacks of great prizes, just head over to our Instagram stories at Fitzy Wippa Kate and enter this password. Today's password is...
Cars.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I only just realised.
Can I give you one that I think's going to blow your mind? Have you seen Oppenheimer yet?
No.
Now, we know Oppenheimer, he was the physicist who developed the atom bomb.
Yep.
He got a group of people together. It took them a few years to develop the atom bomb. But he also, while he was doing that, Kate, he discovered the use for a cleaning product that everybody now uses. Have a listen to this.
They stumbled into the cleaning benefits of baking soda when trying to remove the radioactive uranium dust from their clothing because laundry detergent alone just wasn't cutting it. Eventually, they figured out that baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, breaks up those metallic bonds and allowed the uranium to come off their clothes. In present day, baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is still the best way to remove metallic particulate stains from your clothing. Fancy word for dirt.
So, Robert Oppenheimer was the man that found out that baking soda can be used for cleaning.
I would have called the movie Baking Soda.
Do you reckon that's more interesting than the atom bomb?
Oh, well, more beneficial to the world anyway.
Yeah, my mum would go.
Yeah, I'd go and see Baking Soda.
Henry's giving us a call from Matraville. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
How old are you, mate?
I'm 11.
11 years of age. What did you only just realise?
I've only just realised that the dial on the toaster represents minutes.
So
yes, it does. So if you've got it on a level 2, that's 2 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
Henry, not
Is
bad.
that the same on every toaster, or is sometimes it just...
Really good question. I'd be careful with that.
It says
really
a lot about
careful.
you as well. What do you go? I go 4.
Do you?
4 minutes?
I'm doing 3.5.
What do you go, Kate?
I go 2, and then I go again.
It's not even
You double up on
toasty.
2.
Yeah, I do. No, I like a toasted piece of toast,
don't
but
question
I
her toast.
I
So
don't.
you go 2 twice. You go
No,
the
I don't.
exact same
No,
as
I don't. I do 2, and then I go again, and then I keep an eye on it. It's like we have a little relationship.
Do you do a look and check?
Of course I do, because I've got one of those ones that you can kind of lever up and down.
That's
Good
hot.
start, Henry. Bree in Glenmore Park, what did you only just realise?
My partner just realised that on disinfectant bottles, when it says protects against COVID-19, that doesn't mean that you won't get COVID.
Right. Okay.
He thinks if he washes his hands with it, he won't get COVID at all.
I'm going to drink this stuff.
That is...
And you're still with him, are you, Bree?
I am.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I just realised I'm with the wrong man.
Nev in Artarmon, what did you only just realise, Nev?
How you doing, guys? I use a lot of the emojis, and I only realised, you know the prayer emoji when you see the two hands together?
Yes.
That is actually a high five emoji, not a prayer emoji.
Yeah.
No way.
It is. I did know that,
No
but you know
way.
what, Nev? I still use it as a praying, like, thank you so much, I'm so
Yeah.
grateful kind of thing.
It is a grateful one, I thought.
Is it originally the high five, Nev? Are you
it's like
sure?
this.
Mate, positive, it's a prayer emoji. Go onto your phone, go into emojis, and go high five, and you'll see the two praying hands coming up.
See, I would have thought the prayer or the praying would be more often required than a high five.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well
Wouldn't
said.
a high five just be presenting one hand up, or would that be like a stop?
I don't think we need to break it down
I'm
so
so
much. You know
confused,
which one I
Kate.
don't like is the one that's
The
meant to be a
eggplant.
hug, but it just looks like someone's going...
Can we get that footage, please? Can we isolate that footage?
Out of context, Kate, for Friday. Natalie... Natalie in Castle Hill, what did you only just realise?
I've only just realised that the lyrics to the song Bohemian Rhapsody are not Miss Miller, but Biz Miller. I always thought they were singing about Miss Miller, no. I thought it was a lady called Miss Miller.
What are the lyrics?
Biz Miller, meaning the devil, I did not realise. I always thought they were singing about a lady called Miss Miller.
Well, we learned something new with on a couple of angles there.
Thanks, Nat. I didn't know that either.
Claire in Bangor, what have you only just realised?
Hey all, I
Ew.
just realised that the shoe Skechers doesn't actually have a T in it. It's got a H.
Yeah, why don't they?
yes.
Why have they taken the T out of that? Was there already a company called Skechers before it, Tommy? Can you find
I
out?
don't think there was never a T in it.
Who's been the ambassador for Skechers? Brittany was for a
Britney.
while.
Britney Spears?
Yeah, there's a new Skechers.
She moved on to Hush Puppies, I think.
Do you know who's the new ambassador for Skechers in America?
Who?
Snoop Dogg.
Is
Now,
it?
if Snoop Dogg can wear Skechers, anyone could wear
Can I
Skechers.
throw another one I've only just realised? I've been drinking whiskey for a while now. Not this morning.
What, this morning?
No, I've had the morning off. But I'm out for dinner the other night, And the guy came up and I said, "Oh, mate, I'd love to have a whiskey." And he said, "Would you like a whiskey or a whiskey key?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, you realise they're two different things. One is spelt differently. There's a whiskey just with a Y on the end. I didn't know this, Tom. And then there's a whiskey
with an
spelled K-E-Y.
They're two different things.
They're both spelt.
I think they were pulling your leg.
Where they're from?
It's where they're from.
Yeah.
So there's two different spellings of whiskey. And one will be from a Scottish descent, if that's the right origin.
Like Glenfiddich.
Yeah, but that's more like traditionally if you're having something, if you're having a Scotch, it's from Scotland, right? If people ask, what's the difference between whiskey and a Scotch? Well, the Scotch is from Scotland, right? Where whiskey can be made anywhere in the world. But now there's a difference. If a whiskey is made in Scotland, I believe, Tommy, is that right? It's a whiskey.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So I
just didn't know there was.
So whiskey with an E, it means it's from Ireland or the US.
Yep.
And whiskey without an E means it's from Scotland, Japan, or Canada.
Can you drink whiskey wearing Skechers, Tom? Can you look that up, please?
That's never been done before.
Now, Kate, I've got a family pass to the Sydney Zoo. This is a tough one. It's a really tough one today.
Well, just as a consolation prize for Bree being married to that man, we should give it to her.
Oh, yeah, Bree, you've had a win. You've had a win this morning, Bree.
Yay, thanks so much, guys.
Family pass to Sydney Zoo. Enjoy.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Nova's Impress Her for Kate Ritchie's Impress Her.
Filled with some amazing prizes.
A trip to Hamilton Island.
Tickets to Taylor Swift.
$5,000 cash.
And your groceries paid for a whole year. This week is your last chance to impress me. I'm saying goodbye to the Subaru this Friday.
This is setting you up for life.
Oh, you still got to work.
That does impress me much.
Groceries paid for a year. Free fuel for a year. You got iPads. Weber barbecues. Trip for two to Hamilton Island and Whitehaven Beach. $5,000 cash. 50-inch TV. Can you go through the tickets, okay? What tickets do you have in the car?
2 tickets to Taylor Swift.
Wow.
2 tickets to 50 Cent.
My God.
And wait for it, 2 tickets to Pink.
Oh, my gosh.
And hang on a second.
What else you got?
And a picnic hamper and rug.
Oh. Can we have a drum roll, Kate?
Should I make a cake and a soup in a thermos and leave it on the front seat?
Yeah, you can do. You get your thing.
calls have dropped out.
Actually, Kate, you've got some more tickets there. Can you please announce the other tickets that you got in there? Taylor Swift, 50
No way.
Cent, Pink.
What's going on?
And a double pass to see Sam Smith.
Back.
Oh!
That's massive.
Samuel L. Smith.
God, I
Can't
can't
even
believe
get
this.
tickets like this
No, we
around
can't.
here.
If you win this prize, you win a new life.
This is crazy.
Well, it would definitely change things for 12
Oh,
months.
this is amazing.
Adrian in Bella Vista, how are you going to impress Kate, Adrian?
Morning, Kate. Morning, Fitzy Wippa.
Good morning.
Hello, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Impressed already with manners like that. Adrian, what have you got this morning?
Well, Kate, I hope I impress, or should I say impress you with my Subaru WRX car noise.
Oh, you can do an impression of a WRX?
Yes.
Is that the turbo, Adrian? Does that have the turbo in it?
Yeah, it's got the turbo in it.
Okay.
Do you own
awesome.
one, Adrian?
No, I used to, but not anymore.
Okay, all right.
Here we
So,
go.
all right, you're doing manies, and you're going to wind it out. Someone said, "Spin the wheels." Go for it, Adrian. What do you got for us?
Okay.
Really good.
Checkpoint.
He's thrown in a checkpoint.
I don't get the checkpoint thing. Is that a game?
Could you imagine, right? And Adrian, you saying, besides impressing us instantly on the show, you'd do that for Kate whenever she wanted?
Absolutely.
I might need that as a ringtone.
You could have him in your house doing that if you want.
Checkpoint, more like checkmate. You've got it.
Hey! You're in, Adrian. Come on.
He's in.
Meme.
Dude, that was awesome. See? Thinking outside the square. You're in the running, Adrian. Let's
love
go.
that.
I don't think we've had anything like that since the Celine Dion.
No.
Can we get more?
Serenade.
If you can do a car impression, I think you're getting through.
Oh, did you hear the guy when I did AGT and I was a judge on the panel? There was a kid on there that did all car noises, and he could even do the car noise as the car was approaching, and then as it was driving off.
No way.
The sound grew in volume, and then it backed away. Oh my goodness, incredible!
It's clever, isn't it?
Taya in West Pymble, how are you going to impress Kate, Taya?
Hi guys, I hope you're having a good morning.
Yo, Taya.
Yeah, we are. It's going to get better. I've got a feeling, Taya. Take it away. What do you got?
Okay, so I have a couple of things, but I'd just like to start with that this car would absolutely be life-changing for my family. So I'm 23 and I'm the carer of my dad who's disabled, and we really struggle financially.
Yep.
I'm in my final year of a law degree and I do a lot of volunteer work at a youth legal centre and for a consent education company. Shout out to Consent Labs. So we go around and educate students on healthy relationships and consent.
Oh, that's an important job.
Because of uni and the volunteer work, I don't get a lot of time to make much money. And my dad really, really, really needs a therapeutic chair to help him with his disability, to get around, and we can't afford it.
Taya's a superstar.
Yeah, so if I'm being honest, Kate, I would just love your car because I'm going to be honest, I would sell it and I'd use the money to get Dad that chair.
That's okay. You know what? I'd be quite happy. However, that car can help you.
Yep.
For me, it was getting May to school and taking the dog to the park. But if selling it for you to help your dad is the best way to use the car, then I'm all for that
Taya,
too.
you do a lot for a lot of people and a really worthy cause too with that education. Good on you, Taya.
Go through?
Well, let's go to Tim from Paddington.
Oh, hang on the line, Taya. Tim in Paddington, how are you going to impress Kate?
Morning, guys. Morning, Kate. Morning, Fixie Wippa. How are you?
Hey, good, Timbo.
Good, brother.
Well, I'm a bus mechanic. I was telling my girlfriend, she was like, yeah, I think that'll impress Kate. I can reverse, you know those long bendy buses?
Yeah.
I can reverse them back onto the pit where we work on them, and we walk underneath them.
Wow, that's impressive.
Okay, yeah, so then you can work on them. They're really hard because then you've got to... That's like reversing a trailer on the back of your car, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah.
I mean, I was only talking about that on air the other day,
on Friday.
being absolutely impressed by anyone.
You said you love a man who can reverse a trailer.
Man or woman.
Or woman,
who
I'm not
can
fussed either.
reverse
I
a
don't say,
trailer.
I don't say gender. No, that's different.
Tom can get a goat to reverse onto him.
Oh, look. What a pity.
It was one camping trip, mate.
Okay, have you got a video? Because you might be in the draw.
Me?
One goat.
I was told not to film it. Anyway, it's
Kathy?
before the courts, guys. With this movie.
We can't talk about legal issues.
Kathy, can you rescue me? Are you from Rosebery?
Rescue the goat.
I am. Hi, Kate and boys. How are you?
Good
Greatest
morning.
of all time.
Are you gonna? Can you possibly beat Tom's?
Whatever his name is.
His amazing talent, Kathy.
So I'm really desperate for your car, Kate.
Yeah.
I've currently got a car that's quite old, and every month there's a new problem. So I'd love your car. It would really help me out with 2 young children. So what I can impress you with is I heard Neighbours is coming back.
Yeah.
So I would go on Ramsay Street with lifestyle cutouts of you, so you can say you were at Home and Away and Neighbours.
Oh, that's amazing.
You could even use that Armdo painting.
Kathy, I don't know if you've picked the right angle there. There's
That's
a real...
good. No, that's good.
there's
That's
a real...
effort.
No, people don't understand there's a real rivalry.
There is
Kate
not. The only thing
constantly bags neighbours off air.
I do not bag neighbours,
It's
but
only Kylie Minogue.
I'd be invoicing them. You can't put my likeness on the telly and not be paid.
So
Kathy, that's not a bad idea.
You've already sent Adrian
great.
through. Adrian's already gone through, but what about Taya, Tim and Kathy? What are your thoughts on those?
Well, the fact that Tim can reverse a bendy bus, he is absolutely in, because I would know that the Subaru is in perfectly good hands.
What
What about
Tim?
Taya?
Kathy, absolutely she's in.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kathy's
I
in
mean-
as well for the neighbours cutouts.
And I don't know about Taya.
Well,
you know,
Taya-
like studying law, looking after her dad, helping kids learn about consent.
Yeah,
I mean,
and relationship
is that
education.
really impressive?
Oh, my God.
That's very impressive.
It could be the most impressive call we've had.
Oh
So
my gosh,
Taya
Taya's
is in.
in.
Taya! Well done, love. Good luck, Taya.
So happy for you, Taya, and keep
Wait,
doing.
am I on air? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hear
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Oh, Taya.
You know what?
worries.
Keep doing all that wonderful work.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great morning.
Oh, you too, Taya. She's a beautiful thing. She's in the running. So, Tommy,
don't do that.
Consensual.
Yeah, Tommy.
You don't even get it.
He's making those noises.
Tommy, is it this Friday?
It's this Friday,
Yes.
guys. Yeah, people are going to be trying to.
I'm going to take my car for its last wash this week.
Where are you going today?
Actually, can you get a hot wax?
Can you talk about that?
What? I beg your
A
pardon?
hot wax for the car.
No.
I didn't know you knew the situation down there.
It's going to take more than a day.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.